XRP XRP is stepping into prime time. That's right. You know it. Prime time. That's where XRP is. Industrial, institutional demand is accelerating. Ripple leadership talking openly now about capital markets moving on chain. This is really exciting news. A lot happening, stuff that people have been talking about for eons, it seems like, anyways. And Flare, this is really big news, Chip. I love this. Flare launching the FXRP spot exposure over on Hyperliquid and opening a brand new liquidity channel for XRP. I'm excited about everything that Flare is doing, actually. And then at the same time, while all these great things are happening, CNBC, that mainstream media outlet, calling XRP the hottest trade of the year. This is no longer a retail story. This is financial infrastructure that is beginning to take root and beginning to take shape.
And so while the markets are moving towards transparency and, of course, a little bit of automation in there, we're watching the exact opposite happen inside of government. For example, in Minnesota, one of the largest fraud scandals in U.S. state history, and they say it's only going to get worse. Billions siphoned through shell nonprofits. Whistleblowers apparently were silenced, and an administration that looked the other way, while taxpayers, of course, we always pay the price. And that's the fallout of spreading chaos, political theater, similar patterns emerging overseas, even in England, where institutions are cracking under the weight of their own corruption and incompetence.
Say it ain't so. Two worlds moving in opposite directions. It's pretty amazing to see everything that's happening. We're seeing on-chain finance becoming more efficient. It's auditable. It's accountable. It's transparent. Everything that we want, while legacy systems are breaking down from fraud, waste, and political denial. Crypto, capital markets, corruption, accountability. Chip, you ready to get in this thing?
Let's go. Had to play some metal based on our tune we got going on. Had to play some metal, baby. Had to play some metal based on what we got coming up. An absolute banger, guys, coming up. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be phenomenal.
And Luke just picked up a big fat bag of Flare.
Good for you, man. It's the time, like, because people are going to look back and they'll be like, "Oh, I didn't know I could pick up a big bag." Of course, I just I don't know. There's weird times. You have this feeling about Flare. I just feel like it's.
I like the Flare.
It's going to go somewhere, and right now it is so inexpensive. It's ridiculous.
Yes,
you really gotta take advantage of it, and just such a great person at the helm, and I'm still trying to get Hugo on here. We'll get Hugo on. He, when I saw him at Swell, he said, I just pinged him again on WhatsApp. I knew it was WhatsApp, so I just pinged him and I'm like, "Hey, come on, got to come on the show. Come on, man. I got so many cool things happening. Let's talk about it."
That's it.
Maybe we'll get him on in February. We'll try to schedule something with him. But he definitely said he'd come on. So I had a really nice chat with him at Swell, so that was really cool.
And we have actually coming up January 17th. We have Panos and Peter from Anados Finance. They're coming on here January 17th. That's a Saturday morning, so we're looking forward to that. And then January 21st, there is a candidate running for governor for Florida. His name is James Fishback, and he's going to be here with us on January 21st. We're going to talk about, comes from a financial background very similar to Michael Carbonara. We'll find out what his crypto exposures are. Young guy. It's about 30 years old and running for
smart as a whip.
Yep.
We played a lot of his clips here. A lot of his clips we played here. He's well spoken, man. Just absolute savage. And then we'll have to get Byron Donalds in here, who's the seems to be the front runner right now for governor. So it's going to be a big political year. We'll be getting a lot of political candidates on the chain. It's going to be going back to our roots and start chatting about it. So that'll be a lot of cool interviews coming up.
Exciting stuff.
Exciting, I say, which will be really good. So what is this? Good evening, Scapapuso, Minnesota Quality Learning Center. Yeah.
The
The funny
quality
thing
of
is,
Leering Center.
the
Yes.
funny thing is, how many times was that pointed out? Ed says smash the likes. That's a good advice, Ed. You got to do that. You definitely got to do that. So go ahead and do that. And the Ripple puts out that famous thing, the crypto in a minute. They try to get it all in a minute. So
Yep.
they've got Jack McDonald in this one right here. But I didn't watch the whole thing. Sometimes I like to watch these and analyze them while they're on the show. So I don't watch the whole thing. Just the very beginning of it, he says you're going to get 20 seconds back. I'm like, wait a minute, you're going to do crypto in a minute and 40 seconds? So I was like, I don't know I thought if I heard that right, but here we go. Here's Jack McDonald. He's going to be talking a little bit about why is your capital sitting idle? So let's talk about that.
In a minute, I'm going to give 20 seconds back to you. Hi, I'm Jack McDonald, and this is Crypto in a Minute. How are stablecoins being used in yield-generating opportunities? There's basically two ways that you can use a stablecoin to generate yield or interest on your investment. First, you can invest in an interest-bearing stablecoin, and in that case, the issuer directly shares the interest that they get from investing your dollar in the reserves and share that with you directly. Those sort of investments are available in some jurisdictions, but not most. The other way you can do it is to use your stablecoin and as collateral, invest in other sort of opportunities. You can think about investing in DeFi protocols like Aave or providing liquidity to automated market makers. In either case, you're using your stablecoin on chain to generate some interest in the same way that you can think about a savings account where you get a little bit of interest on the side. You bring greater efficiency and greater utility to your dollar while using it on chain. And there you go, you get your 10 seconds back.
Wait a minute, Jack, you promised 20. Am I wrong?
You promised 20 up front.
Promised 20.
That was the intro.
He probably did the first run through. He probably did it right.
Jack McDonald, and this is Crypto in a Minute. Greater efficiency. This is Crypto in a Minute. How are stablecoins being used in yield-generating opportunities? There's basically two ways that you can use a stable.
Say that.
Hi, I'm Jack McDonald, and this is Crypto in a Minute. How are stablecoins crypto in a minute? I'm going to give 20 seconds back to you.
Oh, there
greater
it is.
utility to your dollar. And there you go. You get your 10 seconds back. A minute. I'm going to give 20 seconds back to you. Back.
Day 10.
And there you go. You get your 10 seconds back.
Because it used to be 20 XRP. Now it's 10 XRP.
There you go. You promised 20. There you go. So he comes through in a heartbeat. There you go. Flare bags are bulging. God, you got to love that. You got to love it.
His bags.
Ice, baby. Do. The U is tomorrow. Yeah, the U is tomorrow. What's going on, Ed?
What U?
The U. The U. Come on, Jeff. The U. You know what it is.
The U.
You know the thing.
That thing.
You know the thing. All right, so here we go.
Here we go.
Kelly's in the house. Good evening. This is CNBC here. Check it out. See you at 50 cent. Yeah, I'll see you at 50 cent. Can you imagine if Flare hits 50 cents? It's gonna be crazy. Makes it hits a buck. Oof.
Hottest crypto trade of the year is not Bitcoin. It is not Ether.
What?
It is XRP, the coin formerly known as Ripple, soaring more than 20% this year, becoming the third largest cryptocurrency out.
Jeff, I'm noticing a pattern. All of a sudden out of nowhere, like I'm hearing XRP, and really it was those spot ETFs, and because the inflows are coming in, and really, Bitcoin and Ethereum are down.
Yes.
But it's almost like the first time these people have heard of it. Like, listen to the way he talks about XRP.
Out there, and there's big money behind this trade. Mackenzie Sagalas joins us now with that XRP trade and what, Mac, is driving all of this interest in XRP.
Well, what's actually been interesting is that during the doldrums of Q4, you actually saw a lot of people piling into those XRP ETFs, which is the exact opposite of what happens with the spot Bitcoin and Ether ETFs, where people really move in tandem with the price of the coin. But it was the fact that it is a way to have a higher percentage jump. So people were buying the dip with XRP in Q4, thinking this is a less crowded trade than Bitcoin or Ether. And then that proved out to be true just in the first 6 trading days of January.
We've also talked a lot about the blockchains and the ecosystems that are being built around many of these systems. We know kind of what they are with regard to Bitcoin. We certainly these days know what it is around Ethereum and Ether. What exactly is the big use case or driver? What's the practicality for XRP?
Well, with XRP and Solana, those are the 2 very popular altcoins right now where you're seeing a lot more interest. And with Solana, a lot of these different forms of tokenization. So we talk about tokenized dollars all the time in the context of stable coins, but now we're seeing a lot of people move into tokenizing money market funds, and Solana has become a blockchain use case for that. And XRP made its name in terms of cross-border payments. But what's been fascinating is even just this morning, Morgan Stanley, which has been especially progressive in terms of having their financial advisors suggest that clients get into the spot Bitcoin ETFs. They were the first bank to do that. They're now just this morning filing an S1 to launch their own Bitcoin and Solana ETFs because there is an appetite there.
So in the world where Bitcoin has become a bit mainstream, I'm not going to say the boomer, that's not my line. That's from somebody else. Is it possible that XRP and Solana are simply taking their place as kind of the next cool thing to know about? Or do they have a legitimately different and more relevant use case?
Well, in the context of just looking to make, an investment that has bigger gains, you're not going to get that from Bitcoin just because it's already so established. You're not seeing the same kind of percentage moves. But what's fascinating with Solana especially is just that it moves faster. And so you're able to tokenize these funds, move, whether it's a money market fund that you're moving along or some other tokenized asset, it just is more efficient than Bitcoin as a base blockchain, which is why you're seeing more use cases.
But that's also the reason why, right? Solana is the big thing right now because it is a faster transaction mechanism.
Cheaper transactions
and
too.
Ether is a cheaper transaction mechanism as well. We talk about stable coins. If people have Coinbase.
Wait, Ether is a cheaper mechanism?
It's cheaper than what?
Yeah, well, when you're in the same sentence as Solana or XRP, it's definitely not cheap, the gas fees on ETH, especially if you get heavy usage.
Wallets or Coinbase accounts. If they use the base network for now, many of those stable coins are transaction free. So the speed, is that what's driving a lot of this idea that cost and speed is going to be the defining factor for how people gravitate towards certain blockchains?
That's exactly it. And also with stablecoins, the Genius Act was passed into law last year, so we saw a lot more stablecoin issuers. But remember, it's not as though they only operate over one blockchain. You have different blockchains where you can move USDC, for example. And so Tron is another quick blockchain.
But at different costs, though.
At different price points. So Solana is a lot more cost effective than moving money over the Ethereum blockchain at different points, which is why you're seeing people diversify away from the big two.
Times are changing. Do you think that? Do you sense, you talk to these people more than any of us, Mac, do you sense the times are changing or not? Is it just, in other words, are they looking for the next thing now that Bitcoin's been in a consolidation pattern, or are the real long-term holders, the true believers sticking with it?
If I'm her, I'm thinking, how do I know? I mean, come on, shut up. Who knows? Who really knows? I mean, is it happening because of this or happening because of that? What is she going to say?
It's happening because of that. Yeah.
Let's see the brilliant. Is she going to say a vague answer? Let's see what she's going to say.
She pontificates on this.
Let's see.
I think absolutely we're seeing times change. You've got Vlad Tenev over at Robinhood talking about tokenizing equities. Brian Armstrong, part of why the Coinbase trade is doing so well, Goldman Sachs upgrading that to a buy, has to do with the fact that they're diversifying away from just being a cryptocurrency exchange, and they're getting into ultimately they want to tokenize equities. For now, they're just offering equities trading, getting into prediction markets, which also has deep ties into the world of crypto. And so it is this evolution of the market, certainly.
Yeah.
I love when somebody talks so much. Yeah, they're doing prediction markets. They're getting into tokenization. Yeah. Their main money will be made not even from crypto anymore. It'll probably be from other things, but especially the prediction market. Once Kashi gets out there and starts making a boatload of money, now everyone's got a prediction market, and it's like there's only going to be so much there, Jeff. I mean,
everybody wants in traditional finance.
Everyone's bored of crypto, I think. It's like, just do something already, will you? Bitcoin starts taking a dive.
If Bitcoin's not at 125 and moving upwards, everybody's kind of like, nothing's really happening in the space. But the excitement is, hey, here's XRP ETF. Let's talk only about the ETF, because that's really what the big news was. XRP hit $2.40 yesterday. I FOMO'd into the ETF at 232, and then it went down. But the key is I was
You want to
moving out
purchase
of.
what it kept going up. That's why.
That's it.
Don't you ever feel like
I
you're the catalyst sometimes for making this shit
I was the
not work?
catalyst. But I was waiting actually. So I had GDLC and I had XSOL or GSOL. So I bailed out of both of those and went into all in on the XRP ETF. Well, I'm still holding BTC and GBTC, which are pretty solid through Grayscale ETFs.
And Grayscale's
There you go.
been around for a long time, man. You gotta love that.
Like
You
the
got to
Grayscale.
love it. Look at this here. There's this. The Ripple X put a cool thread out. XRP is the digital asset of choice for real world utility. Everything from stablecoin settlement to real world assets to institutional payments. And so now with new momentum around XRP ETFs, which we were talking about, and institutional treasuries forming, here's some updated fast facts about XRP. Number one, we'll alternate here, Jeff. I'll take this one. You'll take the next one. XRP, a functional digital asset designed for settlement and liquidity, focusing on moving value between financial systems. Acting as a neutral bridge, it helps move value between payments, stablecoins, tokenized financial assets, and collateral across the global economy.
That's right. And number two, XRP was created at the launch of XRPL in 2012, and its supply is permanently capped at 100 billion. No additional XRP can ever be minted, and no single entity, including Ripple, controls or can change the total supply. Plus, from that 100 billion, we don't know how much has been lost. We don't know how much it will never be seen ever again because of that. But we do know there's about 50 billion sitting in escrow that is determined.
Less, like 46.
Probably less by now.
Yeah.
It's definitely gone down by now.
Number three, XRP, one of the few digital assets with clear regulatory standing in the U.S., and that came down to the 2023 ruling in July, where Judge Torres basically said that XRP, not a security. A lot of people still misunderstand that. They're still trying to say it is and blah, blah, blah. But
The Ripple coin.
yeah, but it's not. Okay, you got the next one, you got number four.
You got number four. Now, XRP is a top 3 digital asset by market cap, underscoring its leading role in global crypto markets. And I don't know if it's still top 3. It was top 4 the other day because Tether topped it.
Yeah, but I don't like stable coins in crypto market caps. Doesn't make any sense, really, honestly.
It makes no sense.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. Remember that song from Sesame Street? Number 5, XRP is a public decentralized blockchain with 116 plus independent validators, 910 public nodes. It operates independent of Ripple as an entity. And one of those, I will say, those independent validators is run by the ZAO. And if you guys haven't joined ZAO, we're going to talk about that. ZAO.io. Get over there, join. It's $10 and paid in XRP. We're on the race to 1,000. Once there's 1,000, you can start putting proposals in. I think the last count I saw was over 650. So it keeps trickling in and growing as more people find out about it. And also XRP plays a core role in the network as its native settlement and liquidity asset.
It's pretty strong. XRPL uses proof of association, a consensus model with no mining, no staking, no block rewards, and transaction finality in 3 to 5 seconds. That is a big play right there. If we can get full settlement of a transaction, 3 to 5 seconds, that's a big play. I like that.
Yes. Number 7, the XRPL has processed 4 billion plus transactions, closed 100 million plus ledgers, supported 6.4 million wallets, and settled 1 trillion in value since inception. While those numbers are good, they can certainly what the next part of this will achieve will happen a lot faster and a lot sooner.
That's right. XRPL is now one of the top 10 blockchains for real world asset activity, with issuers such as Ondo Finance, OpenEden, ArcX, Guggenheim Treasury Services, Mercado Bitcoin, Vert, and Dubai Land Department building or launching assets over on the XRPL. A lot of activity there. I like the real world activity. It was all built for complexity, which is great. Wait for tokenization through real world asset, and we're on to the races. Got some big things to talk about.
Yeah, huge. XRPL has a growing stablecoin ecosystem with assets like Ripple USD, USDC, XGD, AUDD, BBRL / USBD, and EU. The CV. Oh, it's just too much, Jeff. It's too much in a row.
Too much.
Too much. So I can't even say it one time through. Let us fast. XRP then often serves as a liquidity pair, helping facilitate efficient exchange between stablecoins and other assets in the network. Yeah, I'm glad they mentioned liquidity because I was waiting for that.
Said assets.
Assets. Ass.
Number 10, XRP now has its first institutional treasury through Evernorth XRP, which has secured more than $1 billion in commitments, marking the shift of XRP from a $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Marking the shift of XRP from a traded asset to a regulated balance sheet asset for institutions. Look at that. I like that.
Yeah, number 11, it's XRP is now supported by multiple spot ETFs, including launches from Bitwise, which is XRP, Canary Capital is XRPC, Franklin Templeton, XRPZ, and then Grayscale, which you talked about a little bit earlier, which is a GXRP, signifying a major step in bringing XRP into regulated mainstream investment products. And this has been talked about for a lot, but I think we're just about 60 some days into it. It's in its infancy, and we're seeing really good numbers, and we're seeing people. And it's great for people who don't want to necessarily mess around with, onboarding an asset, putting it in a wallet. So what do? It's easy to buy ETF, and it's open to a bigger universe of people. So this is what mainstream adoption looks like.
Charles. Ripple X, number 12. Wrapped XRP extends XRP's utility to the XRPL EVM, the EVM sidechain, and to other ecosystems such as Ethereum, Solana, Optimism, and Hyper EVM. There you go. There you have it. That's all you get. Wrapped XRP. That's exciting.
Anados had a comment here, and those guys will be on here Saturday coming up. Not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. In addition to the XRP ledger, it's considered to be an OG DeFi chain, and creators pioneered many of the properties we now take for granted in the industry. Everything from deflationary tokenomics and burning to core DeFi features, the DEX, which again, it was the very first decentralized exchange, tokenization, payments, and more, all built in the L1, no smart contract risks, no wallet drains. It was built better and more advanced than Bitcoin. It was also the first non-POW blockchain, proof of work blockchain, and is perfectly positioned to financial and practical use cases. So there you go. There's the OG chain. So that's always refreshing, Jeff.
Rigged.
Already?
Mark wants everyone to know that the Yeti drawing is part of the Somali fraud ring.
It is not part of the fraud ring.
It
is not part of the fraud ring, Jeff. You can say it all day long, but it is not part of the fraud ring.
Definitely not part of the fraud ring.
No. Don't be starting rumors there, Mark. Come on now.
Make that well known that it is absolutely not. I can prove it.
You'll get us in trouble, man.
I can prove it right there.
That
is the giveaway for tonight. The badass Yeti number 410 from the White Clan of Clan Ash Yetis. This guy's kick ass right here. Look at that. Look at that. The flame behind it.
Look at that.
Ash Yetis.
The Ash Yetis. They're running around. They can't really throw fire, but man, they can certainly take a lot of heat. That's one of their superpowers. They take the heat. That's why they get always burned up and that dirty look to them, that ash. That's why
no fraud. Yetis. You have to attend to win, not just enroll. You have to be here.
Right.
Your Yeti.
Solid point. And then Luke Judges said, and he's over there in the middle management, a bank called Ripple. Tweets my own opinion. And that Jeff C follows me. The future is looking bright for XRP. Now he's basically commenting on the thread Jeff and I read. So the future is looking very bright for XRP. Indeed, institutional demand is here, huge. 2025 and even early 2026, we've met many market-leading core financial infrastructure players Capital markets will be built on chain over the next 5 years. XRP and Ripple will play an important role there. It's huge.
Yes, they will.
It's very
I
huge.
see how he commented after we read it. Oh,
Right. I had to add his expertise to it after we went through it,
after we
bit by
went through
bit, sentence
exactly.
by step. Slowly we turned.
Slowly
Okay,
but surely.
so here we go. We got the G Treasury, which is the latest acquisition by Ripple. And so here's some big news. G Treasury, Jeff, now it was funny because didn't this just get acquired by Ripple? G Treasury must have had this in the work, but G Treasury has acquired Solvexia, and Solvexia is a leader in no-code financial automation for reconciliation and regulatory reporting. This is kind of cool. This is a very interesting departure that they're rolling into G Treasury because no code is huge. You know, the AI no code stuff is big, you know, in app development and websites and code. But now when you think about, it's also getting a strong foothold on what's going on. You know, my wife is a controller, so I'm always looking at a lot of these financial AI packages. A lot of them are very niche things. They just do this thing really well. They're not trying to be everything to everybody. And if you see this Slovexia is this no code for financial automation and reconciliation. And if you think about that, it comes down to reporting, right? So if you're a public company, you got regulations, you got to report on this. It's going to make everything a lot easier. And part of that is you're going to want to jump in there and use G Treasury because now they're rolling everything together. So you use this and, oh yeah, what's over here? And so the expansion of services compared to 5 years ago, there was Ripple. Now there's all these other facets.
Right.
It's still the Ripple ecosystem, but it's huge. And the finance team spends days on manual reconciliation, creating fraud. I know this from the pain from my wife doing it. God, she hates it. She's no longer in that line of business. She's just left it. But talking about fraud exposure, the audit risks, and so Slovexia will transform these processes from multi-day efforts into minutes-long verification, 100 times faster with 98% fewer errors. This extends the no friction, no boundaries vision across the entire finance function, delivering enterprise class automation for treasury, finance, and compliance. Freaking huge deal, man.
Big news.
I don't know what they, I wonder what they got it for. Let's see what I don't know if there's a price. If they talked about it.
Price numbers.
See it in there anywhere. I don't think they're going to name it here, but it's just interesting to know what that might have been acquired for.
Nothing. Big numbers, whatever it was.
I don't see the. Let's go here. Slovexia. Bring in certainty to finance. There you go.
Australia. That's where they are. No kidding.
When I see the missing Z, I gotta go. Which English speaking country? It's gonna be. Yeah, they use the S. That's the English, proper English way. We've added the Z. Organizations across the world have shifted their approach to finance and find new ways to establish reliable and resilient financial processes. It's interesting. They joined in 2012. I wonder how long this company is. Have they been around since 2012, you think? Interesting. So it's very complexity into confidence. Cool
They've
thing.
been doing other things. That's why.
The kind of hard flow code 7-Eleven. Start your automated jerseys today. Automation's good, Jeff.
It's crazy. Crazy to see that stuff.
It's a big deal. And finally, Flare. Look at this. Flare launches first XRP spot exposure on Hyperliquid via FXRP.
Super exciting right here.
It's really cool.
About it. Look at that.
Now, it says that XRP trading on Hyperliquid had previously been limited to perpetual futures, no spot market until now. So Flare's Dhruv Shah told the block. And so they talk all about it. Like Bitcoin, XRP is not EVM, of Ethereum virtual machine compatible. It is on the side chain, though. That's why the Hyperliquid, oh my goodness.
The daily.
You just keep hitting you. FX, yeah. So it's a really cool advancement.
It's a big advancement. I like it.
It's a good one. I like it too. They're really making some waves, man. They're making waves. They're making stuff happen, baby.
There's not many out there that are actually making things happen. So when you see some major progress being had like this, it's big news. It's good to see real progress, real initiative.
Yeah, and Flare's always doing cool shit. So there you go, right there. I mean, that's
and then you've got Flare and what's going on with Vitzy Vind also.
Yeah. For
Dominant.
hell yeah. Hells yeah. So speaking of, we mentioned Fishback. Let's talk about Byron Donalds was chiming in on the whole the fraud case that's going on in Minnesota right now. So he attended the hearings today, and he kind of like gives us a little bit of a breakdown. But I don't know. I find this. I know that what's going on over there, but I still find it shocking that it's going on. It's still shocking to me, and I like what Byron says in this clip here.
Wait, before we go to Paul,
what do you got? Oh, it's the 30-minute mark. Uh-oh.
It's the 30-minute mark. We got to take a brief
yeah,
break.
we gotta for the Yeti, man. We gotta roll the Yeti thing. This is what you're winning tonight, the Ash Yeti, which you had up there.
And here we go.
Let's roll it, baby. Roll this. This is a banger, guys. Turn up your speakers, guys. Turn them up now.
Turn them up. Full volume.
Turn up the volume.
Turn up the volume. Pump it up. Here we go.
Turn up the radio.
Coal ash, fire, smoke, ash, rise, white tribe, walk on fire, no fear, white fur burn, still here, hot as flame, desire, ash Yetis, walk higher, storm in throat, drum in chest, brave as blood, past the test, laugh in flame, dance in smoke, clan of ash, never broke. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. When you're badass, you're this. Boom, boom. When you're badass, you're this. Shout, shout. Yachty, yachty, yachty. Ash, fire. Ash, smoke. Ash, rise. Badass yet is born for battle, made for legend, claim yours or be forgotten. Badass yet is on the chain, is on the chain.
Wow. I like when she says, on the chain is on the chain. Oh, okay. Thanks. On the chain is on the chain. Hello, everybody. So that's what you're gonna get. We only have 4 in the drawing. Where is everybody? Come on. Type in Yeti. You have a chance to
More
win.
than a finger.
That was perfection. See what happens when you have a 2-week rest? You come up with cool shit. 2-week rest. That was really good.
That was it.
That was really solid. Okay, let's listen to Byron Donalds talk about this hearing about the daycare centers.
Ondo Finance. We'll talk about that.
Big on bullish on both of them.
Yes.
Left the oversight hearing on Minnesota. I mean, this thing is crazy. You have the governor and his team going after whistleblowers, state employees, trying to do the right thing in Minnesota to explain the fraud that was happening, to get it under control. And it looks like Governor Walz, the lieutenant governor, the attorney general, Keith Ellison, not only did they know about it, they were trying to protect the fraud to continue. These fraudsters were donating campaign cash to the governor and the attorney general. The whistleblowers who were coming forward were threatened. Their jobs were threatened.
Jeez.
Their careers were threatened. And then we find out that the fraudsters were buying property in Kenya and Turkey.
What?
Sending money back to Somalia. The money going back to Somalia could potentially have fallen into the hands of Al-Shabaab, the Al-Qaeda affiliates in Somalia.
Train wreck.
Absolute crazy stuff. And the funny thing is, I don't even think it's just Minnesota. I think we just found out about it in Minnesota.
Right.
I think it's happening in other states too, and it may not just be the Somalian community, but other parts of the country where these programs, American people are just being defrauded.
Big
You know, I
time.
think the bigger thing is we got to, up here,
Huge amounts of
you know,
money.
we got to put real teeth into these spending items. You know, if we're going to put money into a lot of these programs, there need to be hard audit requirements, eligibility requirements. Obviously, there's criminal charges if there's wire fraud, but I think if you have elected officials who know about this stuff and we find out they know, they need to be brought up on conspiracy charges because they're defrauding the American taxpayer too.
Oh yeah.
One thing I know about this town, there's always a new day and a new crazy here in Washington. I think that's why people are more frustrated than anything else, because there's no common sense here. And when you try to bring it and put into these bills, you know, the Democrats don't want to hear it. The only time they ever want to talk about accountability is when it favors them politically, and that's really upsetting.
Cool.
Anyway, till next time.
This is such a cool breakdown. That is the only time, Jeff, when it benefits them politically. Otherwise, they're really not interested. You know, because you know now the funny thing is the other day Trump, you know, those giant wind farms that they have like in the desert there, like off of Palm Springs there. You got those because you drive there and you see these massive wind things, and so he basically posted on Truth Social. It was a bird, and it said, "You know, we're killing our eagles." What did the liberals come in and say? That's not an eagle. That's a hawk. Okay. See, Jeff, they were really concerned about killing the bird. The reason that California had these wildfires was because they were protecting a little tiny fish, and they thought they needed to protect this little fish, so they couldn't water in certain areas. So this is like the whole reason, like because this poor little tiny fish. Meanwhile, birds are dying like crazy. They're getting whacked.
Yep.
They fly through these things. Bald eagles are getting whacked. Hawks are getting whacked. No, there's no care. There's no protesters. There's no like save the birds. Nothing. No. So it's disingenuous. It's all politically motivated. And Byron Donalds nailed it.
Exactly. They're a bunch of hippie craps.
Yeah. Just they don't care. It's like birds. And then, I mean, okay, it was a baby bird, and he said, "That's not a baby hawk. That's not a baby." Yeah, okay, you can get into the whole idea of like the point is they're dying in pretty big numbers. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
but we have wind. Does it do anything? No, it's very costly, expensive.
Does
Jeff,
nothing.
you remember a bunch of years ago there was a fire up there, and the guy got trapped up there, and they didn't have a way to get him down. He just basically died. It was a horrible thing. It's you ever see those things where they climb up there and then like
Oh yeah. But they're so ugly too. The big
they're
wind.
so ugly. You remember when
Europe and they put them up in the mountains?
Remember they wanted to put them off the coast, the Kennedy compound in Massachusetts there? Then there was a big uproar. But if they put them somewhere else, that's okay. We're okay with it. Just like they're okay with the illegals coming in, they want to build a wall outside their house, but they don't want them coming in their neighborhoods.
Because they want the fraud. Look at Minnesota. How much money and kickbacks have been filtered through the Democrat coffers. You know, so if they're going to catch all these guys and there's so much money and they could say, well, we didn't know. Well, the money's still going there. That's why they're shutting down the NGOs. They're shutting down all of these things because it's just amazing to see how much, fraud. And again, it's more of their slush fund. So we end their slush funds and then we find out, oh, by the way, here's another slush fund. Oh, here's another slush fund. Anytime the Democrats get angry on something and they go run off to defend it, then we know it's another slush fund. And then you see all the protesters in the street that are out. No one's out protesting to save the Iranians. There's not one libtard protester that has gone out to say, I want to help the Iranian people. None of them, because they don't care. They don't care about anything. These people are
Jeff, what about the Christians? Are they going to save the Christians from getting slaughtered?
Well, we already know. Yeah, they don't want to save the Christians either.
Nobody cares.
They don't care about Nigeria. They don't care about the Christians in Syria that have been massacred, or the Yezdis, or anybody. They don't care about anybody.
You know why, Jeff?
It only has to serve their specific political expedient.
You can't blame the Jews. It's not worth talking about.
Right.
It's pretty. It's like everything. They're apparently responsible for everything that's gone wrong in the world. So here's Trump weighing in on potential. Well, before I wanted to bring up the fact that there was a tragedy that happened in Minnesota today because there was a woman in a car and she was told to get out of the car. She was told to stop. She was told that she didn't. And then she tried to run over an ICE agent and she got shot multiple times. I mean, it's crashed and people are yelling, "What the F? What the F?" I mean, look, man. And then
What's
you
gonna
got
happen?
it's just what the hell's wrong with these people, Jeff?
The car's a weapon.
Right. Can you ever follow what they say? And so they're all up in what's going on. So this is Trump talking about demonstrations and things. And then we're going to get into some ways the Democrats, I don't think they have a barometer on like, is this good? Like, can they bounce it off anybody? Because they're in this like vacuum of libtard, dumb goofiness. So they don't even know when they're embarrassing themselves. They think they're doing something noble and everyone's laughing at them. It's just a joke. But here's Trump talking about demonstrations.
It is with overwhelming enthusiasm that I am declaring that anyone who protests or interferes with ICE and their operations is officially gay, big time. With that being said, go ahead and call your dads, tell them about your alternative lifestyle as a gay communist. And then who knows, maybe eat a lollipop. I don't know what flamers do with their time, but I'd imagine it's something along those lines. Maybe decorate a bathroom, who knows? In either case, this is who you are now, and everybody knows that Cat's out of the bag. Cat is out of the bag.
Oh my God.
Obviously a deep fake, but let people dream. I mean, you have to put that on there these days because people are like, I can't believe Trump said that. That's horrible.
Oh my God. That was too much. That's so funny.
So January 6th was yesterday, and obviously we know all about January 6th in 2020. So here are the Democrats. Here are the Democrats making a fool of themselves once more. They had a vigil. They're all holding candles and they're singing, Jeff. This is peak cringe. I mean, there's nobody to say like, hey, is this a good idea? No, nobody knows about that up. But here it is. Look at this.
And guide her through the night with the light from.
For some reason, Chuck Schumer. You only hear mostly his voice and then. I mean, this Democrat lawmakers on the 5th anniversary of January 6th attack. Oh my God.
January 6th.
From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
All 20 of them. Go about your business. Get out of there.
It's just embarrassing, Jeff.
They're
on so many levels. Well, look at this. Look who crashed their party. Check this out. Look at Trump riding the bike. It says, "What's the vigil for?" You gotta love AI. A giant sign that says, "What's the vigil for?" Oh my God. You just gotta love it. Here we go. This kind of captures it right here, doesn't it? Democrat press conference. They're all dressed up like clowns.
Those damn maggots took our capital. We were shaken worse than 9/11. We will remember. Hey, hey, ho, ho! These insurrectionists have got to go.
Could you elaborate, please?
We need to recognize Trump is a fascist. He literally stole Nicholas. Free Nicholas now! Free Nicholas now! Free Nicholas now! Free Nicholas now!
Sir, could you explain the purpose of this vigil?
Vigil? This isn't a vigil! This is a fucking execution!
Free the innocent!
Let them go!
My God.
What kind of absolute clown show is that? And then here's this one. That's the same.
They
one.
nominated Tampon for VP.
So when you think the cringe couldn't get any worse, here's a whole. Yeah, they're about to lose the Latin vote. Yeah, with their insanity. Now this one here, Jeff. They're answering the question, who needs a Democrat governor? Okay. I'm like, they just like, there's no level of like not trying to top the last cringe, but look at how cringy this moment is. needs a Democrat governor. You do.
Okay.
You do. You see Tampon Timmy in the beginning there, Jeff?
No.
Yeah, nobody needs you, dude. Nobody needs any Democrat to come in. I mean, what a goof bag, for sure. I mean, and so after that tragedy happened, you got this mayor of Minneapolis. He was just reelected, by the way. And he's going to be as strong. Now, what's weird is he's not speaking Somali in this clip because he's been very fond of dancing the Somali traditional dance and speaking at his press conference. But in this clip, he's going to use English, Jeff, and he's not happy. He's a soy boy, and he's going to get tough. Listen to these tough words, Jeff. I hope you can handle his toughness here. There we go. Ready?
And I have a message for ICE.
Please tell us what it is.
To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
We
do not
tough.
want you here.
We don't want you here. Well, it's federal versus local, okay?
Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead.
Huh.
That's on you. And it's also on you to leave.
The clown show.
It's on you to make sure that.
This is going nowhere. Yeah, go ahead and try to stop him, soy boy. Let's see what happens. This is on. I like how tough he talks. This is on you. I mean, this comes down to you. It's unbelievable.
They need to send more ICE agents.
That's exactly what they need to do.
Empty out all of Minnesota. That'll be the end. Done.
Look at this little cartoon about the learning center. I mean, the learning centers. Leering center.
Leering center.
The Leering. Here we go.
I run the daycare center now.
And who gave you permission?
My boy Tampon Tim, aka the fraud father, gave us the green to open this here quality Leering
Fraud
daycare.
father.
So we ran with it. The rest is history.
You realize the sign? It spells learning, not leering.
Well, this is the first thing the children learn. They see the sign and we test them with visual aids. This is how we teach.
Wait, I thought that in Minnesota, to be a licensed daycare, you're required to have a 15-square-foot playground within 2,000 feet of the building?
It will pop up tomorrow morning. Don't worry about it.
You have all the documents, right?
There was a break-in, and they stole the documents, unfortunately.
How did they get in?
Well, they broke in through the wall. It was behind the water heater.
Okay, where are the kids, though? I didn't see any kids.
Because it is not our business hour right now.
It was easier to capture the leader of Venezuela than it was to find a kid in these daycares.
What?
So you're saying there's nothing fraudulent happening here?
There is no fraud. Wallahi la azim. Zero fraud here. Tell him, baby.
Yeah, I understand fraud is bad.
Abdi, you cheated on me? I'm telling mom.
No, Ilhan, baby, don't do this. Don't tell our mom.
Wow, a bunch of garbage.
Look at me.
Bunch of, these.
Oh my God, I can't.
I'm so happy about AI because we've never had better memes ever. These are like some of the best memes we've ever had.
I don't know, people come up with this stuff so fast.
You just gotta love it. And so this was interesting. So let's go to Iceland. So what do you think the native people who live in Iceland have to say? Do you think they're happy about what's going on there? Let's listen.
Iceland is a country that has changed very rapidly in a very short period of time. So in a 10-year span, Iceland completely took a 180. It used to be a very local, comfy place, not many people. But now it's very crowded, the whole infrastructure is falling down, and Iceland is essentially a dead island. There's no future, there's no church, no community. The whole fabric of Icelandic society has been overturned by leftist politics, if you want to go that route. So a lot of promotion of homosexuality, a lot of degeneracy. We celebrate gay pride more than we celebrate our own Independence Day. So it's sort of there's no hope and future for kids because Iceland is very it goes to extremes. The government, so to speak, is very much has its fingers in your like kids and in your own personal opinions in a way that's very drastic and very dangerous.
You cannot have a wrong opinion on things and you get publicly executed. You cannot go against anything except unless you're able to lose everything you have.
Sounds like another place that was the liberals destroyed, Jeff. I mean, when I think about it.
Everything they touch, and the population of Iceland is so small.
It's like 400,000, right? Something like that.
And when you're in the main city in Reykjavik, obviously there's a lot of population there. As you start driving around the ring road and you see the small towns, you get to areas, I mean, it's completely desolate. If you drive up the middle of the country, then you need to go by 4x4 and it's all off-road on the single track. But going around, it's amazing as you go around the ring road. I mean, you don't see huge amounts of people. Then all of a sudden you hit Reykjavik, and that's, all of a sudden there's am I using
population
the right
and people and like, remember Nick, what was his name? Nick Shirley, that broke the story about the Somalia Day Center. So now he's in Greenland, Jeff, and he found these kids wearing MAGA hats that he's interviewing them. Check this out.
I'm here in Greenland. This kid's got a MAGA hat on. What's your message to Donald Trump?
Fight Greenland. Fight Greenland. Fight Greenland.
Yeah.
Fight Greenland. No more Danish. No more Danish. We don't like Danish people.
They don't want the Danish there. Why are the Danish in Greenland anyways?
I don't know. Somehow
what do the Danish do other than make Danishes? No, I'm kidding.
What the Danish do? You get ripped for that one, Jeff.
I don't know what they do. I've been to Denmark.
They don't do much. They're just like a very,
they do
non sequitur type of thing. Look, you want to hear what Trump had to say about it? Listen to this.
Grönländerinnen und Grönländer, hier spricht euer neuer Präsident Anna Trump-Black. Ich sage euch, ich war schon immer Grönländer und unser Land ist wirklich das allerbeste Land der Welt. Ich liebe unsere Eisberge, unsere Schlittenhunde und natürlich die atemberaubende Kälte.
What's the job? That's too much. Well, speaking of Denmark, here is the Prime Minister of Denmark. I think it's the Prime Minister. It's someone from
Danish pasties. See?
There you go. So listen to this from Denmark.
She's
I'm
Danish.
Okay, so this is all in Danish here. So I'm gonna have to read it. So here we go. This is from Copenhagen on July 5th. Now listen to what she has to say. First, I believe the U.S. president should be taken seriously when he says that he wants Greenland. This is Mette Frederiksen, the Danish prime minister. He says, make it clear, but also I want to make it clear that the United States chooses to attack another NATO country militarily, then everything stops. That is, including our NATO, and thus the security that has been provided since the end of World War II. Denmark has always been a good ally of the United States. We want to continue to do so, but I also have to address that some of what's being said from the American side, and of course, we will not accept a situation where Greenland is threatened in any way. You're not going to accept. Jeff, did you hear what you said? This is the best part. And of course, we will not accept a situation where you'll accept anything. Okay, you're what are you going to do? Really?
In Greenland, a threat, and there's been no threats. Basically, it's like we're going to purchase Greenland, and you got nothing to say about it anymore.
And it's sovereign; they can do whatever they want. They don't need your blessing. And you guys have effed off for how many years? Like, and how did Denmark get a hold of that anyway? I mean, who's Denmark really? Not to say it's not a great country. I'm just like, it's such a weird pairing. Like Denmark, like you would have thought it would have been France. It's closer. The UK, right? Maybe, I don't know, Italy, but you just don't think Denmark, right? No one thinks like Denmark owns Greenland. So there you go. It just seems like a weird pairing.
And there you go. And NATO.
Please, and NATO, please. Oh, really? Don't worry. Trump will end it himself. I don't think you have anything to worry about. The whole Venezuelan thing, this is why I love this administration. So Marco Rubio has been pure fire, but Pete Hegseth, he's just like ripping they don't put up with any BS from the press. Now, who do you think taught people how to act. It's the man Trump taught them all how to act, and they're just fantastic.
So I want to emphasize that question from CNN. The question's never asked how much does it cost when they're in the Mediterranean or the Red Sea or the Indian Ocean or the Pacific. But now that they're in our hemisphere on a counter-cartel mission or ensuring that an indicted individual comes to justice, now you're asking the question of cost. It's a disingenuous question to begin with. You're trying to find any angle possible to undermine the success of one of the most historic military missions the world has ever seen. The level of sophistication that Senate just was briefed on and the House was briefed on, a classified level, is something only the United States of America can accomplish. The world is taking notice of that. Certainly Venezuela is taking notice of that. And it continues because two oil tankers, overnight, were seized by the United States of America, stateless or sanctioned, because the oil blockade, the quarantine of oil out of unsanctioned or sanctioned or stateless vessels continues. That leverage will continue as Secretary Rubio outlined. So our military is prepared to continue this. As he said, the president, when he speaks, he means it. He's not messing around. We are an administration of action to advance our interests, and that is on full display. We're happy to brief the House.
Yeah, taking zero bull crap, Jeff. From that.
All right, Mark is saying after the Napoleonic Wars, the Treaty of Kiel, this was 1814, separated Denmark and Norway. Norway went to Sweden, but Denmark kept Greenland along with Iceland and the Faroe Islands.
Check this out.
So we put it in. The Denmark doesn't need too much influence.
Here's another one of those Pixar takes on Venezuela.
United States talks and talks and talks. That's all they do. Talk. We're not worried. Not even a little. We're calm. We're relaxed. We're so relaxed we're bored. Nothing is going to happen. Trust me.
All right, that's enough. It's time to get the bastard.
Understood, Mr. President.
Mr. President, the target is acquired.
Good. Put the bastard in a Nike Tech tracksuit.
Fuck around and find out.
God, you gotta love it. Gots to love that.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
I mean, this AI stuff is just fantastic. I don't know if it has any other like good use to it, but look at this now. Here's a dramatic take on the same thing, Jeff. It's like we just saw a sort of a comedy, a Pixar type of look, but here's like a serious look at it. Look at this. Here's the effort. To make that full screen to kind of
look at this.
Enjoying his life, living at the palace. There's his wife, walks up to him. He's contemplating life. His son drinking his little whiskey there. And the helicopters, huh?
Copy. Maintain altitude. Target confirmed inside residence.
Godspeed. Let's do it.
All units, authorization is green. City grid is down. Fence breached. You're clear. Target secured. Copy. Heading home.
Maduro's downfall. That's pretty good, don't you think, Jeff?
That was a really good one. I like that.
I thought that was really, it was dramatic, had the music, you know, it was I mean, obviously it was not how it went down, but it was just fun to sit there and watch what it might have looked like. And then Trump, I don't know if you understood about Trump's Venezuela magic, Jeff, but check this out. This is pretty interesting.
In Colombia.
World leaders looking on, puzzled. Trump is got a chair with a blanket. There they are. There's Maduro. I don't seem pleased.
Yeah, it's been a little uncomfortable. Trump's magic. Even Maduro's giving the thumbs up.
Well, he was super happy. He thinks he's gonna, you know, he's like, you know, Happy New Year. Everything's great. I mean, fantastic. And you know, it's what I really like is that Bob Ross guy when he does these paintings. And this one, he took a little bit of a different sort of a take on it. Check this out.
Touch a little glowing orange right here. Let it dance across that sky like a shooting star. Now those Delta boys, they were fast as fuck, boy. Fast as fuck.
Those Delta boys.
Oh, yeah.
The parodies, just that they're just fantastic. Awesome. But to a little bit more serious, here's an Aboriginal woman in Australia. Listen what she's calling for, Jeff. Listen to this. She's fed up. She's had it. Listen to this.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck who you little Aboriginal sovereignty fighters are. You're not going to spoil this for my family. You're not going to spoil this for my family who are multicultural in Broomtown. You will not fuck up Australia because you want to support Palestine because they have G-side in common with us. Nah, you keep them away from my fucking people. They'll marry your children. I don't give a fuck who you sovereignty fuckers are. You will not spoil this for Australia because you want to sympathize with some Palestinians, and then you got the cheek to go and use them as Muslims and say they're chameleons people. You get lost, them chameleons, they mine. You stay away, Palestine. You stay away. I don't care who you sovereignty black people are. You will not destroy Australia. You want to stick up with them. White Australia policy now, right now. No more brown people in this country coming in. No more Muslims coming in either. Right? White Australia policy right now. Right now.
On for white Australian policy right there.
Some black people think you're going to fuck this up for Australia just because you want to sympathize with some
She's a brown person.
Palestine. Don't you fucking think you're going to fuck this up for Australia?
She's talking, it's really not about color. It's really more about the ideology that she's upset with. She's brought it down to skin color. But this kid, I don't know who this kid is. He always shows up in my feed. He's an Aussie living in the United States, and he's pure fire. Like, give this guy a show already. I could watch this guy 24/7. You know, we played him here before, Jeff, but he's just fantastic.
So I moved to the States as an immigrant, mate. People come up to me and say, Jack, why would you move to America and be an immigrant? This country's a fascist dictatorship. What the fuck are you talking about? Coming from an immigrant, mate? Shut the fuck up, cunt. You wouldn't know a dictator if it bit you on the ass, mate. People here don't understand that, though. You got all these people complaining all the time, acting like this place is North Korea. You always hear these transgenders, mate, walking around. America sucks! Mate, if America was a fascist dictatorship, they wouldn't be letting you chop your cock off, let's be fucking honest. And you wouldn't be able to speak your mind, and you wouldn't be able to gather and protest all the time like retards. You'd be in the fucking mines, mate. You'd be mining cobalt. Whenever I see someone burn burning the flag in America, I instantly think they're fucking retarded. I can't believe some people in this place don't understand how good they got it. You got freedom of speech, right to assembly, you can defend yourself with your own weapons. Like, that shit's insane. Just look at the stats for the UK. They throw thousands of people in jail a year for Facebook posts and tweets. You want to hear it from the horse's mouth, mate. I'm an immigrant, and I'll tell you, America rocks, mate. But anyways, peace out. God bless America, mate.
That's awesome.
That's great, man. I don't know where his channel is, but he's just fantastic. You know, it's good to hear what his viewpoint is. It's really fantastic.
And it's about that time.
It's almost that time. I want to play the Canadian. Jeffrey, tell me if you're scared of these two videos right here. One of them is the Canadian Army. The other one is the European Army. Okay, both of them just for contrast. Okay, let's look at the Canadians first. Here you go. I hope you're scared, Jeff. You can't even march in unison. They're all over the place.
Yep.
What an absolute mess. Now check this out. Now this one's going to frighten you in your boots. These are Europeans. These guys were talking tough. Trump better not do something else, or we're going to get mad. We're going to write a strongly worded letter towards them. Here we go. Turn that down, but here they are, Jeff. It's the armed forces dancing like a bunch of retards. I mean, geez.
What the hell are they
They're all in uniform, Jeff. Look at how bad this is, man. This is so bad.
It's embarrassing.
Look at this. And they had to learn those moves. They had to time it out. They're doing this stupid thing with their fists in the air. I have no idea what's up.
So embarrassing.
Just like you think that look at this. It's just sad. It really
Canada
is.
is the strongest military in all of Canada, by the way.
In all of Canada? God bless them. I didn't know they had the strongest. I didn't know they had the strongest of all of Canada. That's crazy, Jeff.
AI can't screw up that badly. That's how you know AI. It's horrible.
So 2 more videos on how, and then we'll do the drawing. But this is Germany. This is the AfD leader talking about what she's going to do if elected. And then we're going to contrast that with Geert Wilders. He's going to talk a little bit. And what I love, Jeff, is the turn of how it's so different. And, you change the White House out, and all of a sudden you start seeing that avalanche of, being okay to call it out. But this is the AfD leader right here.
Wir haben die Antworten.
Let me just wait. Hang on. I got to do this, and I got to turn it down a little bit because I got to read this here for the people on the pod. She says, "We have the answers. We have a plan. We have a future plan for Germany. That we will be the first 100 days of our government participation, close the borders completely, and reject every illegal entrant and every person without papers, and sends a clear message to the world. The German borders are closed, dear friends. They are closed." And hang on a second. She's going fast now. They're closed. A support for asylum seekers, switching from money into in-kind benefits.
They're ending it.
They're ending that. That's going to get cut. Patriation will be carried out on large scale. And I must be honest with you. If it's called remigration, then it's called remigration. The right to asylum must financially be upheld.
Finally,
asylum is temporary residence and ends with the person. Reasons for fleeing no other exists, so they will never even come to Germany. Naturalization and the something or other, the German passport, as he is doing, must stop immediately. That's not what we'll do. And following the example of Netherlands and Hungary leaving the EU asylum system, simple, under our leadership, Germany will exit the EU asylum. You can count on that.
That's it. Boom.
That's freaking awesome, Jeff. And then finally,
Kelly said, "I'll believe it when I see it." So if
Gert,
she wins, then we'll see what happens.
Gert. So this is Gert Wilders here talking about this, and I think this is a good plan right here, Jeff. Listen to this.
Acknowledge that Islam is an influential ideology that fosters hatred and terror, and as a result is not compatible with the values of the Netherlands.
Check.
Close our borders right away to asylum seekers and immigrants originating from Islamic countries.
Check.
We should withdraw from the Schengen Agreement and reintroduce our own border controls.
Check.
3. Begin by dismantling Islamic institutions like mosques. Start by closing foreign-funded mosques, including those that receive funding from abroad and are under the authority of Diyanet, the Turkish Ministry of Religious Affairs. And not us. 4. Lock up anyone who threatens or uses violence or deport them from our country. And if necessary, take preventive action against those hundreds of supporters and thousands of sympathizers of the jihadist movement in the Netherlands. And 5, Chairman, request all schools, newspapers, media to display a Mohammed cartoon. In order not to provoke, but to demonstrate that we never give in to threats and violence, and that we proudly and firmly support our freedom. Finally, I have a message for all those Muslims in the Netherlands who do not respect our freedom, our democracy, and our core values. Those who consider the rules of the Quran more important than our secular laws, and there are many of them. 700,000 is revealed in the study by Professor Koopmans. And my message to them is get lost. Depart to an Islamic country. Then you can enjoy Islamic rules. Those are their rules, but not ours. This is our country, not your country, but our.
It goes on and on, but it's just a fantastic speech.
Charles says they're finally waking up. Well, Gert has been presenting this message
for a long
past
time.
15 years.
Yeah, he's been going on. He's been the only one ringing the bell, and I remember seeing it grow myself, being in the Netherlands a few times, and man. And Gertz is only one. Young Donald Trump. He looks like Jimmy Page.
Right. That's right.
Jimmy
Mark
Page.
says XRP Army, and this gets fixed in 30 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. It does get fixed. Or come through the deep south and see how that fares for you. We'll let you know. Start up in the Carolinas and head down to Florida. We'll show you how it works. If you make it that far, Okay, so let's go ahead, Jeff. Let's play that banger of a tune again, and then let's go ahead and do the drawing. Guys, we only have 8 in here. We need at least 10. Let's go. You got 8 in here. Type in Yeti if you want to win. Let's go, people. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Coal ash, fire, smoke, ash, rise, white tribe, walk on fire, no fear, white fur burn, still here, hot as flame, desire, ash Yetis, walk higher, storm in throat, drum in chest, brave as blood, pass the test, laugh in flame, dance in smoke, clan of ash, never broke. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. When you're badass, you're this. Boom, boom. When you're badass, you're this. Shout, shout. Yati, yati, yati. Ash, fire. Ash, smoke. Ash, rise. Badass, yet is born for battle, made for legend. Claim yours or be forgotten. Badass, yet is on the chain, is on the chain.
I love that.
Yeti.
That was freaking fire, dude. We only have 8 in here. We're gonna do it. We're gonna
Hey,
launch it.
we're gonna do it anyways. We're gonna give it away. Give it away. Give it away.
Just
give
blame
it
with the darts. I'll stop the dingus. There you go.
By the way, this is the first giveaway of 2026.
Right on. Got a 1 in 8 chance to win this, guys. You guys ready? Ready?
Gonna win.
Go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? There's only 8 names in there. Only 8. There's gonna be a winner. Who's it gonna be? Boom! Art on the Lake. Big winner. Art on the Wake gets us going in 2026 with a badass Ash Yeti of the Blue Tribe. Interessante. Let it go, baby. Art, I know you're here, but you're getting your wallet. There, where's rigged? Oh, Charles is upset. It's rigged.
Because he didn't win.
I can't believe it. Charles is upset. It's rigged.
Didn't win.
Mark says, congrats, Art. Huzzah.
The White Tribe.
There you go.
Of the White Tribe.
White Tribe. There you go.
When the last
So
giveaway.
where are you, Art? Did you pull out? Where is he?
12-7.
Congratulations. You got a lot of congrats here, but I do not see him in here.
Art on the Lake.
Better
Art
chance
on
to
the
win the Powerball. Out of 8 people? Come on, Art. That's disingenuous. I just wanted to use the word disingenuous. I heard it in the video earlier. Disingenuous. That's a disingenuous question. Congrats. Expect to see you in the Yetiverse. Yigged. That's Yeti for rigged. Yigged. You probably already have his wallet address, Jeff.
I don't know. I might. But we need to have him here.
Send it over.
Otherwise he won't be able to accept it. And then what?
And
YouTube Studio and view.
Oh, you posted it, so you know we can't see it. It's like I'm watching you got to go over to the YouTube. So you did post it. It's just weird. It filters it out of here. Oh, there it is. Okay, it did come through. There it is.
Oh, right.
Beautiful. Well, who banned Chad Nauseum and removed the comments? Who did that? I see that. That's not cool.
Subscribe.
Jeff, can you go in there and undo that?
Undo what?
Look on the thing. It says Chad Nauseum was banned and their comments were removed. How did that happen?
By On the Chain.
Did we do that? I think you know what I think I did by mistake? I did that, by the way. I went to click on the star. I clicked on the 3 dots.
Undo it now. You deleted it.
Ban user and the comments. Shit.
Let's see.
I clicked the wrong one, and the pop-up came up. I didn't even realize I did that. Shoot.
Oh, you
I banned him.
You banned all of his posts. Oh no.
I know. I'm sorry.
I don't know how to get him back now.
You got to go in there and unban him. Go to the where the banned users are.
I can't do that. I got to get the other stuff done. I got to get Art on the Lakes thing. Otherwise,
yeah. Oops is right. The thing was, I clicked the menu came up, and then boom, and then I saw the message. I was like, "What the hell just happened?" I was trying to click. There's a star next to these 3 dots, and that's what happened. Chad, no.
OTC censorship.
Chad's mad. He's like, "What happened to me? I just got banned for fat fingers." Yeah, Unfortunately, I was trying to click the star next to it to highlight the message, and there's still 3 dots. When I clicked the 3 dots and let go right away, like, oh crap! It went on ban the user. I was like, "What the hell, dude? That's so risky." Is it risky?
It's risky.
It sure is. Free Chad. Get in there.
All right. I'm sending this to Art on the Lake. It's been sent. It has been transferred to Art on the Lake. How do you like that? How do you like them apples?
We go into the I don't do that.
Chad.
No. I don't know how we do that, Jeff. We got to go into it and
it's in settings here. Community.
How we do it?
No.
Is it in settings?
No, it's not in community.
Let me see. Where are ban users? There.
It's in dashboard, maybe.
Where are banned users in YouTube.
And you can't just like block
Studio.
the one statement.
Let's see. So under settings, you go to community and then hidden users. Settings.
Community.
Community. There's no community in there.
I don't see hidden users.
I don't even see community.
I'm on community.
Community moderation.
Oh, maybe it's somewhere else.
Words. That's what it says.
Settings.
Under settings, community, and then hidden users.
Oh, community moderation.
Oh, there it is. Community moderation. Okay, there's the moderators.
So don't see it.
Approved users. Hidden users. So it's in there. What shit? Good luck in finding that. 285. How the hell are we going to find that?
That's crazy.
Let's see if I can do a search for it. There it is. Okay, I see it. All right.
Found him?
I know.
All right. Who else do we accidentally block?
Shit.
Did you get
I
him?
made a mess. No, I don't know. It's like I'm looking at hidden users, but how the hell do you find it? There's no search for it. There's a 285 of them in there. You got to go through 285 names. It's not pulling them out of there.
Chad. Chad.
This interface is so wonky, man.
You can't
Weird
even
thing is I don't see his name in there.
No.
Why is On the Chain live in a hidden users?
Because it's not real.
No.
Cahey Hill. Richard Simmons.
Yeah, I don't see.
How many people have been blocked? Juan Carlos Gonzalez.
I don't see it in there. Do you?
No.
When I search for it, it only comes up under
Did you only ban it
moderator.
for like a short period of time?
I don't know.
Chad.
What happens if you ban?
Chad, how do you come back? And it should be like the last one.
Right, but it's
Just
not.
Randomly dump in here.
You can reinstate a deleted comment or channels ban. No, not channel. What happens if you ban and delete comments for a user? Let's see. For a
nothing. There's a way to unban. You can put them as an approved user, probably.
Unhiding them in YouTube settings within the community or appealing form of you. What the hell, dude? If you search for it, he's not even in there. Like if you just do a search and just type Chad, it only comes up under.
And I can't put him as an approved user, so that's out. But he's a moderator.
I know, I see him as a moderator. But if you keep searching, it's not there. That's what's really weird.
Those people we haven't seen in a long time. Holy cow.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Look at that. Look how many people who we haven't seen in so forever. No, we haven't seen is Apex Crypto.
You haven't seen, remember James Malpass? Jeez, that's old.
Oh, yeah.
That's under moderator. I don't see his name under the hidden users.
No.
Let's see if I can put him.
And there's no Chad Nauseum in approved users. That's out.
This is so weird, man. What a horrible thing. Whatever. We'll finish this. Let's just conclude the show. We'll have to go through, and you can't make this window bigger, so you got to like scroll through this little tiny window.
Yeah.
Which is pathetic, really. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it wasn't there yet. I don't know. It's weird. Cancel. I don't know what happens. Weird thing.
Chad is back. Chad nauseum.
Okay, you can approve. All right, good. I don't know how that happened, but you can approve posts. Good.
Third Nook.
Sorry, that was my mistake, Chad. I basically, in fact, I went to click the star to highlight a comment, your comment, and I clicked the 3 dots and I said, oh no, I don't want that. And when I let go, it let go on ban and delete comments for the Chad Nauseum. I was like, what?
Yep.
So
there's a certified fraud examiner on line 5.
There we go. Well, there you go, man. This stuff happens.
That was awesome.
This stuff happens. What are you going to do? Thank you very much. Well, that's all the show we have, Jeff. We'll be back on Saturday. It's going to be fantastic, Jeff. Yeah. That's it. I'm going to get us out of here. Jeff and Chip. Oh.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.